Yes, guys, and welcome back to another sniper trading series video. Today we are going to take a quick look at a previous trade we took last week. It is the weekend right now, so let's actually look at this very trade last week. A lot of people have been asking me how come only GBPJPY. It's because I know that currency pair inside out, but as I do start snipering, more other currency pairs, I'll also share those with you too. But yeah, most of the time this is the trade of the week that I will be giving out, and show you very educationally how we found that trade, why we entered there, and why we decided to exit at that very point, just so you guys can learn the sniper trading techniques. So, I believe this was on Thursday when we took this trade. The 9th of July, yep, was on Thursday. Now, this was actually obviously during the close of the session, but that time, during that time, in fact, GBPJPY actually pushed past this level. So, this is what actually happened. I'll pull out the replay bar just so you can see exactly what took place. So the reason why we entered this trade is obviously this was uptrending, but it definitely needed to drop very soon. Now clearly this is in a very strong, this area for myself is the daily supply area. Yeah, so this is a supply area. A lot of banks are keeping an eye on prices and currencies, and GBP JPY especially around this current area. Yeah, so this is where a lot of people will either be buying or selling. Now, if we got in here, it wouldn't have been an issue. We would have still profited from that very trade. But we like to go the extra mile and make sure we get a very good pinpoint entry. Now, I'm just going to pull out the prices of where I entered. So basically, yep, GBP JPY was touching this area, and we knew, you know what, it definitely needed to drop very soon. So let's see what started happening next. I kept an eye on the price, around this area, and I knew, okay, it had started to push up above this very area. Now let me give you the exact price that I bought and sold at. So I had successfully sold at 135.858, and we also gave this trade out to all of our traders in our Telegram channel, all of our members. So I took this entry price at 858. The TP was the TP that was given out. I'm just going to check that right now as well. Okay, so the TP that was given out was 134277, which is quite a lot. And the stop loss that was given out was 136,480. In fact, the price that I actually gave out to everybody was 135823. Yeah, but actually I'll go by my entry, and that was 858. And the reason obviously why I entered there is purely down to the fact because I know, okay, if it breaks above this zone, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a buy, whereas that is where the retail traders would be coming in and ending up buying above this zone. What I always advise everybody is check out what the masses are doing and do the opposite. Yeah, so I actually entered here, and obviously after I entered, I sent out the trade in our trade ideas chat as well for everybody else to also follow on from as well. Yeah, so they all jumped in at 823, and I jumped in, just before everybody, 858, and straight after that it started dropping non-stop. Bang on sniped that trade, and it just dropped non-stop all the way up until Friday, and went and hit our TP at exactly that very zone, and then things started reversing right there. Yeah, right there, and things started reversing on from there. So, and currently, the current price of GBP JPY right now is at 135049. Now, how did we find this trade? Firstly, obviously we use multiple confirmations. We know there possibly will be a stop hunt taking place before a lot of liquidity is fled into the market and a lot of sell orders will come into place. Yeah, that is one of them. Yeah, another one is we knew GBPJPY will be running out of steam very soon, as it has been running upwards for quite some time. Japanese yen managed to be the safe haven, and we know, throughout the whole last week, Japanese yen was not the safe haven. Japanese yen, safe havens have been pulling out of the Japanese yen. So sooner or later, that will become the safe haven once again. So we knew it's only a matter of time till a lot of money is pumped back into the Japanese yen. Therefore, everything against the Japanese yen will drop. And after that, I saw this big pump up candle out of nowhere at a random time, like 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. I believe this was, yeah, 10 a.m. And yeah, I saw a random pump at this time, and straight after that, I decided to tell everybody, jump in for a sell, because all this is doing is a straight liquidity grab. It would not jump out like this if it was going towards the upside. Straight after that, as soon as we were in about 10 pips profit, we moved our stop losses down to the break-even mark, in fact even into a bit of profits. So we moved our stop losses down and just let it run all the way to take profit 156 pips. Now, how did we find that stop loss? That stop loss is simply based on a Fibonacci area. So let me actually pull that Fibonacci area up right now. And I believe that Fibonacci area was from here, this low, go to this high. Nope, I think it was this one. So yep, as you can see right here, this Fibonacci area was roughly around where the 70 Fibonacci zone was. So roughly around the 70% Fibonacci retracement area, and then it did start retracing back upwards. So I hope this has been very helpful, and also finally I'll also go through one more time the confirmation so you guys can follow exactly the same thing. So one of the confirmations, I know how GBPJPY runs, is, the first confirmation was that it is going to run out of steam very soon. Second confirmation, we knew the safe haven flows were going to go back into the Japanese yen very soon as well, because last week was a non-fundamental week. It was solely based around technicals, pretty much only based around technicals. So, Japanese yen isn't used as a safe haven during a technical week. Yeah, but towards the end of the week, we probably knew, Japanese safe havens are going to flow in very soon. We just have to wait for that to take place. That's two confirmations. Third confirmations is, I knew as soon as it breaks out of this zone, it's not just gonna continue going up exactly like this. Yeah, and when it does end up breaking out like this, that is like more like a fake out rather than a breakout. Yeah, when Japanese GBP/JPY breaks out of a zone, it doesn't just break out exactly like this. It does something else. Yeah, and it breaks out very similar like this, rather than spiking through like this. So that's where a lot of banks came in, stop hunted, caught everybody's buy positions above this area, sucked them into the markets, and obviously just around here is where they would have their stop losses. Hence a massive drop took place right after that, as obviously they lost, more money is back into the market's hands, and then more liquidity towards the downside, taking out all the buyers, and only the sellers were in control during that time. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching this video. We'll catch you guys on the next video.